Hi everyone! Welcome back to the Book Nook. Recently, we've gotten so good at using strategies to find out the meanings of tricky words and phrases. And today, I've got some more for us to figure out. Lately, I've come across some confusing phrases, not from stories, but real life. The other day, a friend messaged me about a stray cat she found. She said, "Oh no, I asked my neighbor about the cat, and now they want me to adopt it. I've opened Pandora's box. I'm so frustrated." Her message left me confused. Remember the story we read called Pandora's Box? Well, I don't remember there being a cat in it. So that got me thinking, what does Pandora's box have to do with my friend's situation? Let's find out. To figure out what my friend meant when she said she'd opened Pandora's box, let's revisit a short version of the story. Long ago, Pandora was given a beautiful box and told never to open it. But her curiosity got the better of her, and she lifted the lid. Out came all the troubles of the world: sickness, sadness, and pain. Pandora quickly closed the box, but it was too late. However, one small thing remained inside: hope. Okay, there's definitely no cat in the story. So what did my friend mean about opening Pandora's box? Let's search for clues in the story. When Pandora opens the box, what happens? All the world's troubles escape, which she didn't expect or want to happen. Aha! I think my friend was comparing her situation to Pandora's. When my friend said she'd opened Pandora's box, she meant that asking her neighbor about the stray cat caused unexpected problems. You know, all the hassle that comes with adopting a cat she didn't even want. Just like Pandora releasing all those troubles. That's the connection. So, in this case, the phrase "open Pandora's box" is figurative language, not literal. But what's the difference? Well, we know that my friend didn't literally open Pandora's box and find a cat. She was just speaking figuratively. Figurative language is when the words mean something different from what they say. It's a creative way to describe ideas or situations. Open Pandora's box is a type of figurative language called an idiom. An idiom is a phrase or saying with a meaning that you can't figure out just by looking at the words. But you can often work out what it means by thinking about how it's used in a sentence, or by learning the context, like where it comes from. Like the other day, I was about to take an exam and my friend said, "Break a leg." Of course, she didn't literally want me to break my leg. She meant good luck. Break a leg is an idiom. You've probably heard other idioms like this too. If something is really easy, you might say, "That was a piece of cake." Or if you're not feeling well, you could say, "I'm feeling under the weather." That's what makes idioms unique. They don't mean exactly what the words say. And here's another twist. Idioms can be different depending on where you're from. My friend from New Zealand uses phrases sometimes that I don't understand, even though we speak the same language. What makes sense in one country might not make sense in another because different cultural stories and traditions shape the idioms people use. Now, let's figure out another idiom. Achilles' heel. My cousin is learning French, and the other day she used this idiom to talk about how she was doing. "Spelling is my Achilles' heel. I need to improve." The idiom Achilles' heel comes from a myth, so let's read the story to find out what it means. Achilles was a great warrior who seemed unstoppable. His mother dipped him in a magical river as a baby to make him invincible, but she held him by his heel, leaving it unprotected. Years later, during a great battle, an enemy's arrow struck that very spot, and Achilles fell. From that day on, people remembered his one weakness, his heel. Okay, let's work out the meaning of the idiom Achilles' heel. The story says Achilles is a great warrior who seems invincible except for one body part, his heel. When his mother dips him in a magical river, she misses this part. And what happens next? He is defeated when an arrow strikes his heel. So, what does the idiom Achilles' heel mean? Let's think about how my cousin used it. When she said, "Spelling is my Achilles' heel," did she mean it's her strength, it's her weakness, or it's the easiest part for her? Pause here to choose. When my cousin used the idiom Achilles' heel, she meant that spelling was her weakness. And look at her message. Notice how she said she needs to improve? Spelling is her weakness, just like Achilles' heel was his. That's what it means. What if I wanted to use this idiom in my own life to describe a friend's situation? Check out these sentences. John's talent for drawing is his Achilles' heel. Anna passed all her exams except for science, which is her Achilles' heel. Ruby's Achilles' heel was sore because she injured it in the race. Which of these situations with my friends might work best? Only one of these sentences uses the idiom correctly. Pause the video here to decide. Well, we know that Achilles' heel means a weakness. The first sentence says John's talent for drawing is his Achilles' heel. But that's something he's good at, not a weakness. The third sentence doesn't make sense either. It's literally saying that her Achilles' heel hurts, which is wrong since idioms are figurative, not literal. Now, check out the second sentence. The only exam Anna failed was science, which tells us it's the only subject she finds challenging. This is the correct answer. Science is Anna's one weakness. In other words, it's her Achilles' heel. Ready for another idiom? The other day, I was reading a book review. The reviewer wrote, "This award-winning author has the Midas touch in writing." Have you ever heard the idiom the Midas touch? Let's read a Greek myth to find out. As I read, try to work out what the Midas touch means. King Midas believed gold was the most precious thing in the world. One day he wished that everything he touched would turn to gold. His wish came true, but when he tried to eat, his food turned to gold. Even his daughter turned to gold when he hugged her. Midas was full of regret, but his ability to turn everything into gold was considered a true talent and admired by all. So what does the idiom the Midas touch mean? Well, we know that gold is valuable, and we know that King Midas has the incredible ability to turn everything he touches into gold. People admired this power and saw it as a talent. So if we connect this to real life, the other day, when the book reviewer said the author had the Midas touch, what did they mean? Well, when someone has the Midas touch, they have the special ability to make everything they do a success. The author had the Midas touch in writing, meaning they made every book a success. Do you have the Midas touch? I think I have the Midas touch in the kitchen. Every recipe I try turns out amazing. What about you? Pause here to explain why you have the Midas touch by using the idiom in a sentence. Wow! It's amazing how old stories like myths and folktales shape the language we use today. Today we discovered the meanings behind 3 fascinating idioms: open Pandora's box, Achilles' heel, and the Midas touch. Idioms like these ones are everywhere. You might hear them in books, movies, or even everyday conversations. To explore more idioms, check out my notes. I'll see you next time, and remember, keep working on those goals. Hey, hey.